finally, je suis en vacances. I'm on vacation. um, and this first day of vacation, actually, it's my 29th anniversary to my wife, Isabel. So that's awesome. And we went out to eat today. Again, I hadn't eaten in about 22 hours, I guess. That was my last fast. And we went to Sottovoce, which is a nice little Italian restaurant. And of course, what do they have there? Carbs and carbs and more carbs and then some more carbs. Well, I ordered the pizza because it is very thin crust, and I think I only wound up eating like 4 slices or 5 slices. So again, the carb load wasn't very heavy. But in times past, I would be like, oh, pizza, I gotta have pizza. And like I said, right now, it's like the only thing I'm really enjoying is the cheese, the pepperoni, and the mushrooms, because the bread just doesn't do anything for me anymore. It doesn't even taste like anything. And they come with a bunch of bread, these like pieces of pizza crust pieces, almost like, I can't even remember the name, like bruschetta, right? And they come with tomato and olive oil and a zucchini cooked in the horno de leña, the wood oven. So it has a smoky part to it, contingent, if you will. So I scooped like those vegetables on my plate, totally keto. It came with lemonade, and of course, here in Mexico, the freshwaters aren't sweetened as brightly as the north. Americans have an exceedingly sweet palate. Even before I was reducing refined carbs, I would take an American recipe and immediately cut the sugar in half, and it would taste pretty good. And now I'm even cutting that in half again, and it tastes even better, because now I don't need to deal with all the sugar, which really repels me. I don't even like it. I don't like it. I taste it, I'm like, I don't like it. Weird. But when you're not an addict, it's really not that good. It just doesn't. I'm an adult, man. I have bitter tastes. I have sour tastes. The sweet taste, when you're a baby, neat. But when you grow up, you shouldn't have that kind of sweet tooth anymore. I don't know. Maybe there's studies. Again, maybe addicted to it, and then you need it for the dopamine rush, which is why people eat cookies and sweetbread and all that kind of stuff. It's really delicious when you're addicted. But once you're not addicted anymore, like right now, I'm sitting there going, neat, but I'm really waiting for another hour here, hour and a half, because I want to eat my 2 or 3 egg omelet, my big old patty of hamburger. I'm going to take some cheese and crisp it on a hot plate, a comal, a griddle, if you will. I even made pancakes for them this morning. I didn't feel like eating pancakes. I just don't feel like eating pancakes. Sorry, they're just not, no big deal. And the syrup and everything, the butter, but the pancakes, no, para nada. And then I'm going to add bacon to that, and then my homemade ketchup, which essentially is a tomato puree that I make myself. I pressure cook the tomatoes, and then I squeeze as much juice as I can out of them. I puree that, and then I add clove and garlic and onion powder and salt, and but no sugar at all, and it tastes delicious, really, really good. And then my own Frank's hot sauce, I build mount with butter. It's called a mounted sauce, and then I add to it. I make a ranch dressing with whole mayonnaise, dill, garlic, onion powder. I add a little turmeric. I like the flavor, plus curcumin, turmeric, very good for you. And salt, no sugar, obviously, at all. And then I'll mix those two together because, what do you do with your chicken wings, right? You have them already bathed in the sauce and you dip it into the blue cheese dressing. And I don't have gorgonzola right now. Blue cheese, Roquefort, that's what we have here in the Costco, but I prefer the gorgonzola. It's delicious. I like it better than the Roquefort. And it's much cheaper, actually. And kind of the same flavor, really. If I gave you one or the other and you were not a connoisseur of cheeses, you would know the difference. Not the color, of course. The Gorgonzola is green. The blue is, well, green. No, blue, sorry. So anyway, that's how that's going to go today. And then, kind of neat, I'm going to eat then the next day at 2 p.m. So it's going to be a full 18-hour fast. And I'm going to eat just the heck out of my salad. And then just probably another beef rib. But this time I'm going to cook it down in the pressure cooker because I want it nice, and I'm going to strip it right to the bone. And the pressure cooker actually makes the bone, like you can bite on the bone and like suck the marrow out and squeeze some of the marrow juice. Oh, it's so delicious. And all the fat, oh, I'm just going to gorge on fat. I'm going to look for the fattiest piece actually. And then that's it, man. I'm done. Maybe I will take a glass of milk. I do like milk. It's really delicious. I don't know if you did this, but when I was little, I remember my dad would make pasta, and he would just, dump out a bottle of ragu or whatever. But there's nothing like spaghetti and meatballs and then chasing it with a big old tall glass of whole milk. I don't know if that was you guys, but I guess it's the creaminess of the milk with the brightness of the tomato. I don't know. I love it. It's just delicious. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, so after that 2 o'clock, we are going to be leaving for a travel. So I'm going to travel fasted, and I'm going to see how that works. So I will be traveling within 10 hours after fasting. Obviously, I'm not going to eat anything at 2 in the morning. We'll arrive where we need to be at 6 in the morning and take a bus and probably get to where we're going by maybe 10, 11 Wednesday, and then whatever they want to eat on Wednesday. So that will have been a 1 meal a day. That will be a 24-hour fast. And I have this feeling that traveling in a fasted state is much, much better. So with me, I'm going to take probably one of those big old 1.5 liter bottles of water, and I'm going to find the best concentration. I have a feeling that 0.1%, so it'll be essentially a saline solution, and I'm going to dump in a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So that's what I'm going to be consuming on our trip. And again, apple cider vinegar, salt, and water. That will take care of any electrolyte issues. And I'm going to see, normally traveling is like a pain, and you get there and you're all like, whoa, and you're beat to hell. But I'm thinking if you're fasting and you have enough epinephrine in you, adrenaline, I think everything's really good that way. But I'll test it and I'll let you guys know. All right, so wish me luck. And to finish out this week, yes, I did test the only eat when I'm hungry, and it worked. I did several OMAD days. 1 meal a day. Just wasn't hungry at 8, so I didn't eat. And I didn't do any extended fast. But when getting back, I know I'm going to be eating kind of however I want to eat. And I will do probably a 72-hour extended fast, but I'm going to do it with beef broth or some kind of bone broth. So I'm not going to be eating per se. This is going to be a dietary fast. And I happen to know that the bone broth will not, if it bumps insulin a shmoosh, then it bumps it a shmoosh, but it will not make any fat on me at all. So very cool. I got alarms and beepers and stuff going on all over here, so let me work all those out. So you guys have a great week. I'll do what I can to get a video here and there, but it seems like where we're going is not conducive to a lot of internet technology. We're going to be on a farm that they raise bullfighting bulls. I am going to stay away from those. They are quite formidable, and they know that they're formidable. So I will watch them from a distance with binoculars. Okay, guys, so we'll talk soon. You have a great week. Bye.